Hi, this is Tommy from Practical Programmer, and in today's course I'll be going through the IDE for Practical Programmer Java. We're going to installation, creating a project, project structure and setup, actions, fonts and themes, views and custom shortcuts, running a program, code generation with live templates, and passing arguments to a program, and finally searching for classes, methods, and resources. Installing the IDE is simple. Just do a web search for IntelliJ IDEA Community Edition, which is the free edition of the IDE. There is also Ultimate Edition that is not free and has further functionality. You automatically display the correct version for your operating system and just click the download button on the Community Edition. After installing the IDE, the first time you open the tool, you have to set up some default options. Firstly, the theme, so whether you like the darker or lighter color scheme. Secondly, your key maps, so that will be the shortcuts. I'm going with the defaults for now. There are some further setup that you can choose from here, but we will just ignore those for now. Create new project by clicking the Create New Project button. And we will choose the SDK, so the Java Development Kit version. And we'll go with the plain Java option at this point. Not creating from template. So we'll just go click Next. And we'll just name our project and click Finish. When project is first time opened, you will see firstly the tip of the day and then a blank screen with some key functions highlighted. For example, search everywhere, just double shift, searching for files, methods, and classes, and project view toggle, so displaying the files. Firstly, we'll create a new class. And so go to the source folder and right click and new Java class. And then we will look at the project structure, which is where you define, for example, the SDK level, the language level, and so on. That's under File and Project Structure. And as you can see, there is first of all the SDK level. You can create a new SDK there or select one from your list. Also, which language level you want to develop on. There's also the libraries and artifacts are defined there as well. You can switch between the project structure by shortcuts. And you can also access the project structure through actions. And key in project structure. And you see the same screen. You can access most functionality, if not all functionality, in IntelliJ via actions. Essentially open the action panel and key in the function you want to see, for example, help in this instance. For this video, I'll be increasing the font size for the editor to make it more readable. So again, through actions, type in font, and the content in preferences is filtered based on that keyword. If we remove that, you see more of that. And you can choose the fonts, and the preview pane will show how the output of the editor will look like. And you can reset back to previous selection. And we'll just increase the size of the font a little bit. We made a choice in the beginning to use the dark theme. You can switch between the theme again through actions and type in the theme. Select the theme, preferences, appearance, and you can toggle between the dark and the default light theme here. Just click apply, and that is the light theme, or the default theme. There are several key shortcuts that will make your life a lot easier. For example, switching between views. If you want to maximize the working area, just go into full screen. That works together with other shortcuts. For example, you can then remove and toggle the project screen, so you can see just your classes if you want. Under the view menu, there's another further view, which is a distraction-free view, which removes essentially all non-essential screen items. The distraction-free mode does not have a key shortcut combination, so we'll now add one by an example showing how to do that. So again, actions, key in key map, then select main menu and view, and we'll find the distraction-free mode toggle. And as you can see, there is no yellow key shortcut icon there, so we'll add new icon. So right click, add keyboard shortcut, and key in the shortcut you want to use, and it will display any conflicts. Click apply, click OK, and now we'll be able to use that. So first enter the full screen, and now then distraction free mode. So we'll see completely clean slate, so to speak. In order to run our class, we need a main method. So we create it by PSVM live template. Once a class has a main method, the context menu will then show run as an applicable function. So click run. That will now run the program and create a run configuration. You can toggle the output view. The PSVM live template we used before generates main method. Same for SUOT or SOUT, which does a system out print or println. And we will, in this case, add a new live template for example for logging. So again, actions, live template. Go under the preferences. And from here, you can actually view the currently defined live templates. And this is the actual output in the template text. And what we'll do, we'll use this as an example to create a log. So we'll select it and we will copy and paste within the output folder and just use different abbreviation so there's no conflict. The $N$ is the location where the cursor will be at the point when you have keyed in your abbreviation. What we also have to do is define the applicable context. So this is applicable for Java statements. And now as we created the live template, that's immediately usable in the context of a statement. We'll firstly duplicate the current line, and we will now use the argument passed into the main method as a part of an output in this second line. So we pick the first argument and rerun program again, and obviously that should fail because there are no arguments defined. So index out of bounds exception. Now what we'll do now is edit the configuration and add an argument into the program. Apply and OK, and we rerun the program, and this time it passes. In the run configuration, you can also define VM options, environment variables, working directory, and so on. We will now rename the run configuration to more applicable. We can also duplicate the current configuration with a different option, for example. So we just copy configuration and argument say create one without an argument. We will first create a new class to illustrate better the search everywhere functionality. So go to source, create new, there's a shortcut. Now that our second class have been generated, we can now illustrate the search everywhere functionality. You open the shift or double shift, and firstly we display the previously open classes or methods or files even without keying any search criteria. You can then search for methods. There's the two main methods, so let's increase the screen size here, and yes, you can see the two main methods in the two different classes. I will now create a new private method in this class just to again illustrate search every functionality. Jump in another class to find my method, and here it is.